Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all? Hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. My dear students, are you studying well? Are you submitting your homework and assignment? Hope all of you are doing it at a regular interval. Me, Bibi Tanjina, welcome you all to my today's online class. So my dear students, as all of you know, we are going through chapter 8. Today I will discuss with all of you about the relative creative question answer and short question answer from this chapter. I hope all of you will enjoy today's class. Thank you. So students, as I have introduced myself before, I am Bibi Tanjina, Assistant Teacher of Milestone School and College, Mohammadpur branch. Let's start our today's video class. Before starting my today's class, I want to ask you some question answer from your previous lesson. Let's start. Can you tell me what was the population in 1974 in Bangladesh? Yes, absolutely correct. The population in 1974 in Bangladesh was 7.64 crore. Now, tell me, what was the population density in 2017 in Bangladesh? Yes, you got the correct answer. The population density in 2017 in Bangladesh was 1103. Now, can you tell me how many children born every year in Bangladesh according to the statistical data? Yes, according to statistic report, every year around 25 lakh children are born in Bangladesh. Okay, my dear students, can you tell me some problems of population growth? Yes, you have got the correct answer. Some problems of population growth are child marriage, polygamy, religious superstitions, and irregular use of birth control. Now, students, can you tell me some reasons behind the population growth of Bangladesh? Yes, are you talking about the problems of rural families? Yes. Some reasons of population growth are expectation for boy child among the rural families, poverty and lack of female education, ignorance and superstitions. Very good. Now, can you tell me some reasons of population growth? Yes, absolutely correct. Implementation process of registering birth, death, marriage and divorce is not proper in our country. For this, unemployment for the unmarried young women is low, as well as that is responsible for the growth of population in Bangladesh. Now, can you tell me the effects of population growth in family and society? Yes, you got the correct answer. Due to overpopulation, drug addiction, sexual indiscipline, smuggling, cruelty towards women, smuggling women and children, these types of problems are seen in our family and society. Now, can you tell me the effects of population growth in nation? Yes. I think you are talking about food problem, communication problem, unemployment problem, shelter problem, and health problem, as well as environment problem in our country. Now, can you tell me what are the steps to overcome the problems of population growth? Yes, you got the correct answer. To overcome the problems of population growth, we need proper implementation of child marriage. We have to create employment for women, as well as we need to motivate everybody to take birth control measures, and we can turn the population into human resource. Excellent. Now, my dear students, get ready with your copies and stationaries with you. Today, your classwork is 41, and today I will be teaching you chapter VII, and my discussion is on population growth of Bangladesh. As all of you know, population refers to a group of organisms of the same kind of species living in the same place at the same time, and a population may increase or decrease due to birth, death, immigration and migration. Now, you will be wondering, what is my today's plan? My today's plan is to discuss on creative question answer and short question answer from this chapter. Let's begin. Okay, can you see? Here are some question answer from chapter 8. My first question is, what is called population census? Okay, population is usually determined by a process that is called census. That means population census is a process of collecting, analyzing, compiling and publishing data. Coming up to the next question. What is called density of an area? Yes, population density is a measurement of population per unit area or unit volume. My next question is, what is the present growth rate of population? Yes, the present growth rate of population is 1.01% in 2020. Next question. What was the growth rate of population in 2001? Yes, it was 1.58. What was the population of Bangladesh in 1974? Yes, it was 7.64 crore. Coming up to the next question. What does population refer? As I said before, population refers to a collection of humans. Coming up to the next question. What is the density of population of Singapore? Yes, it is 7,301 per square kilometer. Now my next question is, what is the density of Bangladesh in 2011? Yes, in 2011, 1,015 persons lives here in per square kilometer. Now tell me, what is the area of Bangladesh? Yes, the total area of Bangladesh is 1407,570 square kilometer. Yes, you heard that the total area of Bangladesh 1,47,570 square kilometer. Now, what do you mean by birth rate? The birth rate are used to calculate the population growth. That means it is used along with the mortality and migration rate. And the crude birth rate is the number of live births per year, 1,000 mid-year population. Coming up to my next question. What do you understand by social dynamism? Social dynamism refers to the behavior of groups that results from the interaction of individual group members, as well to the study of the relationship between individual interactions and group level behaviors. What is the mortality rate? Yes, mortality rate or death rate is a measure of the number of deaths in a particular population scaled to the size of population per unit of time. Coming up to the next question, what is the law for population density? Population density is a measurement of a population per unit or unit volume. Now, my next question for you is, what are the factors of population growth depends? Yes, the population growth depends on birth rate, mortality rate, migration, social dynamism, geographical environment, climate change, natural resources, fertility, elevation of land, developed communication system, education, advanced medical facilities, health services, etc. Coming up to my next question, Dear students, do you know what is dependent population? Yes, dependent population is the average lifespan of a country. That means it is the increase of feature that shows that rate of mortality that is decreasing day by day. That means the decrease means an increase of older people who are known as dependent population. That means dependent population are the older people. I think you got my answer. Coming up to the next question, what is immigration? Question to all of you, what is immigration and migration? You know, immigration means people moving from their native regions into another country to live, whereas migration means is the movement of people from one place to another with the intentions of settling permanently or temporarily at a new location. My next question, what is immigrant or emigrant? Immigrant means the people who immigrate are called immigrants, and emigrant is a person who leaves his or her home country to live permanently in another country. Okay, coming up to next question. What is called internal migration? When people move from one place to another inside the country, it is called internal migration. Then the question is, what are the effects of internal migration? Increased population, river erosion, and other factors like poverty, need of education and health, etc. are the effects of internal migration. What is called international migration? International migration occurs when people cross state boundaries and stay in the host state for some reasons. Then, what are the reasons of international migration? The reasons for international migrants are the job, highly competitive job market, marriage, residence, citizenship, natural disaster, etc. Now tell me, what was the number of death mother in various years? You can add here in 1980 around 650 mothers died, whereas in 1990 the number came down to 574, and in 2001 the number came down to 322, and in 2010 it is decreased to 194. That means the death number is decreasing day by day. Now, what is called neonatal mortality? That means if a baby dies within the first month of its birth, it is called neonatal mortality. What is called child mortality? A newborn up to its 1 year of age is known as baby, and where if a baby meets a death during this 1 year, it is called child mortality. Now, what was a report from UNICEF published? A report by UNICEF was published in 2008 shows that the mortality in 1990 in Bangladesh was 149 per thousand. What was the child mortality in 2006? It was 69 per thousand. What was the decreased death rate of child in 2014? Yes, it was 30. What are the reasons of child mortality? Yes, children. Yes, you people heard the right thing. Poverty, child marriage, malnutrition of the rural wives, lack of proper knowledge, deadly diseases of for the baby, and lack of medical facilities and natural disaster, etc., are the sum of the reasons of child mortality. Now, the question is, how many people died in the disaster in 1991? It was 1,38,000. My next question is, what was the percentage of the children died in 1991 due to the disaster? It was 50%. Now, what is called natural resources? Natural resources are a precious for a country. These resources are the base for social, political, and even economic strength of a country. 33. Mention some problems of pressure of on land. Yes, increased population is a huge pressure on our cultivable land, whereas newer houses to meet the demand of houses for the increased population is increasing day by day. That means we have to use the cultivable land. Besides, expansion of trade and commerce, industrialization and urbanization also use the cultivable land. What do you mean by habitation? Habitation is the state of living somewhere. That means which is the huge population problem in which is taking a huge proportion day by day. Mention some international countries with huge stocks of natural resources. It was Canada, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and United States of America are some international countries with huge natural resources. Now students, it's time for creative question answer. For creative question answer, I want to tell you something that was your creative question answer will be on 10 marks where 1 mark is for knowledge based, 2 mark is for comprehensive based, 3 marks is for application based, and 4 mark is for higher efficiency based. Here is a creative question from your book, which is here is written event 1. Chaudhary family and Haider family are well known as successful businessmen to many at Pulaurapur of Kulaura of Sylhet, but the Chaudhary family originally came from Kisharganj and Haider family is from Bamanbaria. And in event 2, it is stated that many people from some neighboring villages, including Saidpur and Suhagi, have been living with their families in the Middle East for 15 years. Most of their families and children have not yet visited their ancestral house. Now the question arises, what is the crude birth rate? The next question is, explain a cause of the increase in average life expectancy in Bangladesh. What type of migration is seen at event 1 in the stem? You have to describe it. And number question is, Migration indicated in event 2 of the state is the main cause of decrease of population of the country. What do you support it? And you have to justify the answer. Here I have given some solution for you for number A question, that is what is the crude birth rate. You have to answer that every year in any region or country the number of alive born baby in every 1,000 people is the crude birth rate of the region. In my second para, you have to describe the increased average life expectancy in Bangladesh. For this answer, in first para, you have to write any of the reason, that is knowledge based answer. That means you can write Bangladesh, like other countries of the world, has also progressed in medical science. In the past, many contagious diseases like cholera, malaria, pox, etc. used to spread as epidemic, whereas thousands of people died of those diseases in the past. For this, the invention of antidotes of those diseases is given, and it has been decreased the death rate of this disease. Therefore, the average life expectancy of the people has increased, and average life expectancy of our country has become 71 years. For C number question, in first para you can write the internal migration. In second para you can write the description of internal migration. And in the third para, you have to explain the stem and some relative description from book. Like many a time people of one region go to another region of a country and live there permanently. It is called internal migration. In this condition, the population of first region decreases and population of second region increases. In this way, population of different regions differs due to internal migration. In stem 1, Chaudhary family migrated to Sylhet from Kisharganj, while the Haidar's family original home was in Brahmanbaria, so their migration is internal migration. But due to internal migration, the total population of a country doesn't change. For question number D, you can write in first para the migrated and migration depicted in event 2 is immigrant, and you have to give here the definition of immigrant and immigration. In second para, you have to describe the knowledge based answer, and in the third para, you have to give the related information of book and the stem, and in the fourth para you have to give your personal opinion. Like the migration mentioned in event 2 is immigration. Migration of people from a country to another country is called immigration. This is one of the causes of decrease of population. Migration people from one country to another country is called immigration. Due to immigration, population of a country increases. If immigration is less than emigration, then population of a country decreases. I partially agreed with the statement that the migration mentioned in event 2 is the main cause of population decrease, because the main cause of population growth is the difference between birth rate and the death rate and the low death rate. Students, I have come up with another creative question. for all of you from your book, which you can see in the screen. Here you can see a chart box where the tendency of population growth in Bangladesh in different years is given. So, the first question arises, that is, what is the minimum age of a girl for marriage in Bangladesh? Next question, you have to explain how shifting of settlement helps to increase population. And number 3, you have to explain why the population of Bangladesh in 2007 became 3 times that of 1961. Number question, that is, the population growth rate of Bangladesh is decreasing since 1991. You have to discuss the statement in the light of lessons that you have you are taught in your textbook. Now, what is the answer of this creative question? The answer of the first question is 18 years. That means the minimum age of a girl for marriage in Bangladesh is 18 years. In second number question, you have to describe the shifting of settlements and how it helps to increase the population. In first para, you can write shifting of settlement means migration which is of 2 types, and in second para, you can describe the migration with examples. I hope you can write it with your knowledge. In C, you have to explain about the reason of population of Bangladesh in 2007 and why it was 3 times of 1961. In first para, you can write the information of definite 2 years from the stem and the reason why it was, and you have to write the difference between the birth and the death rate. And in the second para, you have to explain the various reasons for increasing birth rate and less death rate. In the third para, you can explain the stem and life expectancy increased, improved medical science and less death rate from your book. I think you can do it by your own. Coming up to the next answer. What is the population growth of Bangladesh in 1991 and why it is decreasing since 1991? You have to discuss the statement, and for this, in first para, you have to write the information regarding your country, area, population, etc. The second para, you can give the solution how to solve the population growth, and in the third para, you will write the related information connecting to the book and stem, and in the fourth para, you will write the spread education, mass awareness, family planning, women empowerment, changes attitude, increase lifestyle and standard, etc. I hope all of you can write it properly by using your own knowledge and higher efficiency. Now students, I think all of you have understood how to write creative question answer from a chapter, and your today's homework is you have to learn all the given short question answer and creative question answer from this video. So students, I hope all of you have understood my today's class and enjoy my today's video. Thank you all and thank you for your patience.